Welcome to Psalms as we read these beautiful poetic prayers, hymns that are filled with experiences of life, of wisdom, and of faith. These Psalms are filled with stories of sorrow and lament, but also of hope. And as we continue to move further through the Psalms, we will read more and more stories of hope, of praise, of great joy. But today, our psalm still holds that sense of sorrow that moves to hope. So let's read right now Psalm number 90. Lord, you have been our dwelling place through all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. You turn people back to dust, saying, return to dust, you mortals. 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has just gone by, or like a watch in the night. Yet you sweep people away in the sleep of death. They are like the new grass of the morning. In the morning it springs up new, but by evening it is dry and withered. We're consumed by your anger and terrified by your indignation. You have set our iniquities before you, or our secret sins in the light of your presence. All our days pass away under your wrath. We finish our years with a moan. Our days may come to 70 years or 80 if our strength endures. Yet the best of them are but trouble and sorrow, for they quickly pass and we fly away. If only we knew the power of your anger. Your wrath is as great as the fear that is your due. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Relent, Lord. How long will it be? Have compassion on your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your unfailing love, that we may sing for joy and be glad all our days. Make us glad for as many days as you have inflicted us, for as many years as we have seen trouble. May our deeds be shown to your servants, your splendor to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. So this is our psalm. And like a number of our psalms, it moves from that lament, sorrow, to a place of praise and hope. But it doesn't come to a place of where there has been that change, but a hope for that change. And it begins with a contrast between the eternity, the stability of God, and the frailty in the short life of ourselves. And there's something of these opening words that reminded me of our late Queen. It was felt when she died that there was a great sense of mourning because we always thought she would be there with us. She was a rock, a stability in our nation, but then she had gone. And so as we hold and consider that thought, what we see in this psalm is that, unlike the Queen, God is a rock, a stability who will always be there, everlasting to everlasting. And it starts with those words, Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. God has been the stability of this community. And it speaks of the eternity of God that is then contrasted to ourselves. You turn back to dust, saying, return to dust, you mortals. That we are like grass, we shoot up in the morning, but by night we wither. Our life is fleeting, where God is our stability. And then the psalm moves into this lament of what is a difficult and suffering time. The psalm is linked to Moses and perhaps therefore linked to the slavery that the people faced. But there's also suggestions the psalm links to the time after exile, where the people were forced from their homes to foreign places. And what we hear in this petition, in this sorrow here, is of God's anger that these people have suffered, that in their short lives it ends with a moan. And so they pray and ask that actually that things may change, that they may gain a heart of wisdom, and that life may begin to change. And here we hear that change in verse 13. Relent, Lord. How long will our suffering be? How long will it be? Pleading for God's compassion, for his steadfast love, believing that it is in God that this change will come, not through their own endeavors, but through the help of God. And so in their suffering, they pray to God and they say, what, establish the work of our hands, establish the work of our hands, help us to improve our quality of life, help us to prosper, help us to find that peace and prosperity. And so our psalm speaks to us about God, who is the stability for us and our frailty, speaking into our troubles and sufferings, and asks us to call out to God, to pray to God, to put our hope and trust in God, that one day we may prosper and be at peace. And so if in this psalm, maybe there are things to think about God as our stability, God being our need, and God perhaps being that we need God for us to prosper and be at peace. So with this psalm, we go out and let us consider where God fits into our lives. Goodbye and God bless, and see you tomorrow.